going on, my Mugiwaras? My voice is not 100% back, but it's a lot better because I've been napping and sleeping all day. For those of you that don't know, I have strep throat and it sucks. But after watching this episode, I have 2 questions. One, okay, the bird cage is deadly. You know, we know that it's chopping up buildings and shit, but there's nothing in between the strings. As evidence of this, when the buildings get chopped, the parts that aren't being hit by the string just kind of go through it. So why can't people just like kind of side shimmy through the strings? Because the strings are, you know, it's like generously spaced apart. Like a skinny person could fit through there. Like I saw like the gap between the strings when it was going up against buildings and whatnot. So I don't know why no one has thought to, you know, okay, it's not going that fast. So if you could just time it right and watch yourself, you could just slide right through there. I mean, big muscular people like Frankie and some men probably couldn't fit through there, but it's big enough for at least children and women and old people to get through. The bird cage, like the gap is pretty big, and I never noticed that until this episode. I don't know if it's just how the bird cage is animated. Maybe it looks skinnier in the manga. I really don't remember, but there is enough room for humans to slide through those strings. My second question, why in the fuck when that little girl's grandmother got up and Usain bolted down the fucking street? Why does she make that face though? Why does she have to make that face? That face is going to be my thumbnail, no doubt about it. But as far as the actual episode goes, it was good. I expect a lot of hate from it because we all know ever since last episode, what we really want to see is Gear 4th Luffy and Dofflamingo going in. We got a little bit, but most of it was the former king's, you know, inspiring speech, which was epic. You know, I got chills and everything, saying that this strange pirate guy is about to whoop this guy's ass, so let's all count on him. And he inspired the people to not give up. And that's when the grandma found out that she was part Sonic the Hedgehog. But I think I speak for everyone when I say I would have rather see more of Luffy's epic ability. But speaking of new abilities, we got this confirmation from Dofflamingo that the Devil Fruit has another part to it called an awakening, the ability to manipulate other things than just your body. So Dofflamingo is just making buildings straight. He kind of implies that when Luffy's haki runs out and when he touches the ground, he's going to turn him, his insides, and all of Luffy into string. But this new awakening business just means that once Luffy eventually triumphs over Dofflamingo, because, I mean, of course the good guy's going to win, awakening is going to be his next step. He already has the haki down, so now he needs to learn about this awakening business. And I don't know if everyone's awakening is the same, because even Dofflamingo says it's a rare thing. It's rare that you unlock this. So I don't know if whatever Luffy touches turns to rubber or whatever his awakening may be. Maybe he turns the air into rubber and can like bounce off of the fucking air. That would be cool. I mean, he can already kind of do that with the powerful, you know, airwalker kicks. You know, the thing he's doing in Gear 4th right now. I don't know, but I think it was gangster as fuck when Dofflamingo was walking and like his footsteps, like underneath his feet turned to string, like it faded out, like it spread out and then came back in. That was so fucking cool. Dofflamingo, you know, I really haven't been a Dofflamingo fan, but after seeing him fight in the anime, Dofflamingo's pretty badass. I mean, I always knew he was a force to be reckoned with because it's taken all of this. Like, it's taken Luffy to go to Gear 4th to even compete with this guy. But, I don't know, I just wasn't big on his character, his design, but he looks like a really good villain in the anime to me. Like, I really like how dire this situation is with the bird cage, with the awakening. Even though Luffy brought out this amazing new form, Dofflamingo still has tricks up his sleeve and is making Luffy sweat, literally. So Luffy's in danger, his haki is about to run out, and he had the upper hand last episode. This episode, he's kind of getting the runaround. So can Luffy finish Doffy off before the haki runs out? And also, Burgess, I believe his name is, he's stalking Luffy for whatever reason. I'm not going to spoil, but I totally forgot about this guy popping up in this fight because, like I said, in the manga, I was just so hype at the time that Luffy got this new form. I really wasn't paying anything else attention. Now that Gear 4th in the manga anyway, it's kind of old news. I can appreciate what's going on around Luffy a little bit more because, like I said, I was just so hyped for Gear 4th. I was like, why is this guy here? Who is this guy? You know, fuck you. I want to see Luffy go in. And I still feel that way, but I'm noticing a lot more than what I noticed when I read this in the manga. And I swear I never noticed that it literally takes between 5 to 7 minutes for us to get to current One Piece, because it plays the Toei introduction thing, then the One Piece opening, and then the little thing when the guy says, "Oh, Luffy is this guy," and Kaiser Corny, Oda Wanaru, that stuff. And then they have to remind us of what happened last episode, like, a little flashback or like a refresher or whatever. So I think that if that was cut out, maybe the opening was, the opening's fine, but with all the other stuff, we could fit a little bit more into these episodes, because that does take up like literally 1/4 of the episode. Because if you think about it, each episode is between 20 and 23, 24 minutes. So taking 5 minutes out of that, and then, like a 1 minute thing with the preview to the next episode at the end, that's already like 7 or 8 minutes that we've lost. That could have been, more Luffy Gear 4th actions. I never really noticed that, and it kind of sucks. But other than that, this episode was okay. The animation was like sometimes when people were talking, it just looked weird. Like nobody blinks. It's just so strange. Like I've just now noticed this. I don't know why my eye is so keen. Maybe because I'm sick, when one sense goes out, the other senses get enhanced or whatever the fuck, some Daredevil shit. And when the king was talking to his daughter, when she had the speaker or the fucking snail receiver thing over her mouth, it didn't even move. Like, I think they put it there so they can mask it, so they didn't have to animate anything, because it was basically a still image, and just small stuff like that I'm noticing for some reason now. But Gear 4th Luffy is awesome. Dofflamingo's new awakening looks very, very cool, and I cannot wait to learn more about this. And hopefully Luffy is one of the rare ones that unlocks awakening. I'm sure he is going to at some point. The speech was epic. The grandma was fucking fast as hell. I'm talking about, she was like Biju mode fast. And then the granddaughter's face. That granddaughter's face, man. Oh my god. Anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Tell me what you guys thought down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.